Revelio.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Revelio.
Behind me! I promise!
Might some kind soul help me?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I believe we have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems Crossed Wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Protego! Lumos.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian, I know.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed? Apologies in advance.
Protego! Accio! Lumos. Reparo.
Don't shy away now.
Accio!
Is that all you've got?
Accio!
Come on!
Lumos. Reparo. Leviosa.
Act like a winner.
There goes my wager.
Accio! Protego! Leviosa.
Find the one.
Accio! Reparo.
Give them all
Leviosa.
more.
You're better than that!
Accio!
Some big hits that round. Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio.
Nicely done.
Levioso.
That's it.
Levioso. Accio.
Good one. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Might some kind soul help me?
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work.
Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea. Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light. Just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Silent as a grave. Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
You'd be wise to get out of here. It's not safe for young mortals.
Kurde. Jestem w dziale ksiąg zakazanych.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Jeszcze raz.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Should be in the clip. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's.
But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Jakieś księgi.
Who have we here?
Irytek.
and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Jezu, idzie nas skarżyć, co za 60. O nie, muszę stąd spadać.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
Poltergeist.
Just a spell to repair this army.
Ty, bo ja...
Reparo.
Nie wiem. Czekaj.
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. That's it.
Okej. Gdzie ja jestem? Skrzynia. O. Rękawiczki na...
Where might this lead?
A co? Alternum? Oho, jak mam tam przeskoczyć?
Levioso. Here.
Okej.
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there.
Budzić.
Incendio.
Incendio.
Levioso.
A, okej, trzeba strzelić normalnie tego.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Aha, to jest starożytna magia, okej. kurde, gdzie to?
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Nie wiem, co masz zrobić. Nic, życie. A, bo ją tą szef też... ale to się zamyka, kurde, co jest?
Levioso.
Ale to jest drugą... Czekaj.
Accio.
Nie. Ale to się zamyka. Ale czemu to idzie w tą stronę, nie w drugą? Ja mam dobiec tam? Czekaj, może ja mam dobiec? O, udało się. Nie wiem, czy dobrze to zrobiłem, ale udało się.
This must be the way forward. But to where?
Levioso.
No ale to mogę... O! Nie to. To co to jest? A, czekaj. Tam coś jeszcze jest. Różowy ubiór jeździecki.
Nearly there. Best keep my
Okay.
wits about me.
Ej, w sumie dobrze ten recenzent pisał, jak zignorujesz FPS-y? Jak zignorujesz FPS-y, że ci FPS-y spadają, to dobrze się gra.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Oj.
Levioso. Incendio.
O kurde, spadł.
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Incendio.
Co?
It is a book after all.
Wydaje mi się, że jak recenzent na przykład pisze, że jak trzeba, że jak na przykład masz dobry komputer i gra ci laguje, to trzeba to zignorować, wtedy się gra lepiej. To ja myślę, że w przypadku recenzentów też trzeba zrobić tak. Trzeba po prostu recenzentów zignorować i też się gra lepiej. Przede wszystkim nie grać w to, co polecają. Nie, no to jest takie durne po prostu. Musisz coś zignorować, żeby lepiej konsumować. Czyli to tak jak w LoLu. Jak w LoLu masz chujowych teammateów, którzy po prostu wchodzą na przykład do gry, robią ci 0,20, zignoruj ich, będzie ci się lepiej grało. Coś ci nie idzie w życiu? Zignoruj to. Nie wiem. Jest takie po prostu bekowe.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation.
Niam Fitzgerald.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year.
Parsifal
I've never
Rackham.
heard of another like us.
Nie wiem, nie znam tych ludzi.
When we
Charles
spoke last
Rookwood.
class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately.
Izydora
Thank you,
Morganach.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere
Morgana.
that day.
No,
My
Morgana.
father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was
Izydora
not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too.
Rackham.
We've never known of another who could.
Śmierciożerca.
Don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when
Świetnie
a
to brzmi w
particular
ogóle.
form
Można
of
łatwo
ancient
pomylić.
magic is wielded.
Ancient magic.
Few are capable of wielding it.
Można łatwo
Hogwarts itself is
się
a stronghold
pomylić.
of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
No bo masz śmierciożerca, a przy przypadku można na przykład śmieciożerca powiedzieć.
It must be wielded by a select few. As such, much we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
No.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me.
Irytek.
You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
O, Sebastian. Sebastian nam uratował pupcie. Ty, pad mi się włączy. No poczekaj, no, chcę coś zobaczyć jeszcze. Czekaj, spróbuję sobie dać... A, no nie ma pełnego ekranu? A, też ścierwi. Czym to? Czym posynk? No dobra.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
Czekaj. No dobra.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Okej, mam odebrane nagrody. 6. level już. No dobra. Czapa. Ale czapa. O. Jak wygląda w stroju więźnia? Ty, poczekaj, bo mam jakieś nowe. Ty, ja mogę w sumie w tym chodzić. Czekaj. Ej, w pelerynie mogę chodzić. Tak wygląda. A tu numer z tyłu jakiś. Takie w miarę.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Ale spróbowałbym sobie bez ten.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Dobra. To mapa świata, że mapa. Ty już mogę sobie łazić po świecie? Ty. Eksploracja jest normalnie? Czekaj. Czekaj. O, może taki? Nie. Ej, tu mogę mieć więzienny strój też. Ale jaja. Dziwne w sumie, że mogę mieć więzienny strój. Ale spoko. Daj, zagramy tak. Expelliarmus. Dobra. Dobra, idziemy się nauczyć czaru. Ale... Uniknie tego przeciwnika. A, ale to jest takie coś. Dobra, czekaj. Dobra, zrobimy coś innego. Idź na zajęcia zielarstwa. Kurde, jak mi FPS-y spadają. Nie wiem, stąd 60 FPS do 30 mi spada, tego. Sakra.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it...
Musimy grać jednak w starsze gierki, bo...
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
O! Zielarstwo.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's
A ma
class.
włosy.
A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Jak ja wyglądam.
We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Pociągnie mandragora, nie będzie krzyczeć? Czy to nie jest ta roślina, co krzyczy? A nie, to jest ta.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil!
Och. Ale głośno. Dziwna roślina. A myśmy zatyczki do uszu.
Putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Ona jest nauczycielką, wygląda jakby była w moim wieku. Prawie słuch mnie, dobra.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Przez 10 minut.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion.
A, mogę sobie robić eliksiry jakieś, mogę sobie posiać jakieś roślinki i potem eliksiry z nich robić. Chińska kapusta.
Better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leanne. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outrun. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomp. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages.
Accio.
I almost lost a stamina.
Incendio.
Don't worry. Nurse lady put it back on. Trust me. You do not want to go through that. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the
Chińska
cabbage a bit,
kąsająca
they'll do the rest.
kapusta. A kim ty jesteś?
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Trzymaj.
Revelio.
Co? Czekaj. Trzymaj. A, jest rzeczywiście to. Nie, no mam ten. dodane. A, zaatakuj marionekin. Puść LB. Aha, tak, okej. To tak aby trzeba.
Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the denoming.
Czy można taką kapustę rzucić kąsającą i ona przeciwnika będzie kąsać?
Vicious little bastards, aren't they?
Ciekawe.
My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our...
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a
Co
chat
ta
sometime.
konewka robi?
I so enjoy checking in with
Konewka
my new
lewitująca.
students.